I feel like you don't listen to me. Like when I like notice something, it's like you automatically go into defense.
Yep. Yep.
Probably not it's gonna be bad.
Listen to it, brother. All she did was fold up her arms and look at him. He's like, oh gosh, I know this is about to be bad. You shouldn't have to be feeling like that in your relationship when you only engage, bro. You're a couple days away from getting married. You don't have to go through this because this is already the setup for what the rest of your life is going to look like with this particular person. What's up, everyone? Just Be here, and I'm breaking down the most recent episode of Love is Blind Season 5, but particularly just the last scene between Lydia and Milton that I think had a lot of people very, very concerned about this relationship. I'll be taking sips from my handy dandy chalice along the way whenever I see some things that are very concerning. But let's dive into it.
Things are different.
How?
Like in the pod, like you're not the exact same person.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you wake up very cranky for no reason.
What do you mean?
You wake up very upset sometimes.
Because you have done something to make me upset.
You just woke up 30 seconds ago.
First thing in the morning, he's done
There's
something.
a reason
to
why I
get
get upset.
First thing in the morning.
You don't want to do something, you don't do it.
Not true. The other day when I washed the dishes, did not want to do it.
They're the most
How-
interesting.
How
When I
long?
make up the bed,
How long? The dishes were there. How long? For how many days?
about a day.
No.
Day and a half.
No.
They're the most interesting
They're
couple
there
right
for
now
3
on the
days.
show.
No, that is cap.
That is not kept. So food besides your bed table, like have it there for 3 days?
I don't even know it was by my bed.
Dude, it's right there. You told me that you were not a messy person, and that is exactly what
No,
I'm
that
saying.
is not true. I told
Yes.
you like,
You told
I'm not
me.
organized.
You all the time. Your freaking clothes are in the floor. All the single
These are in
time.
the corner. Yeah, I try my best. I can try harder though.
This is you're trying your best, then I'm concerned.
This is such a husband-son relationship. Like, Milton is all concerned about being mature with her all the time. Does my beard look mature? Does this situation make me look mature? Does this clothes make me look mature? He's 24, she's 30. Okay, like what, a couple of years difference? I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But to him, I think his situation that he's stuck in his mindset of always being the little kid in his family, and we saw that dynamic in the last episode, as well as a little bit of this, how his family kind of carries him as little Milton, even though he's very successful in his career at a very, very young age. And so, you know, she's coming in and you can see she's very overbearing. She's kind of controlling in some senses. And it gives off this kind of interaction of them being and having a husband-son relationship. Husband-son relationship meaning basically he'll be the husband, but really and truly should be treating him like that's her son, which is very, very, that's not healthy. Hold on real quickly. You guys want to see something crazy? Over 99% of you guys that watch my content are not subscribed. So I'm asking real quickly, if you don't mind, just hit the like button and hit subscribe real quickly. I'd love to keep on giving this content to you guys and lets me know that people actually are interested. Feel free to do that, man. Really appreciate it a lot. Would help me out a long way in growing my small channel. Thanks. Now back to the video.
Dude, like, I don't want to have to keep repeating it to myself and be like, clean the room. Please clean after you. How many times I've told you that?
How often
But he's
do
a
I,
grown
like,
man.
Take a shower, go back, and like, oh, I didn't hang up my towel, and go back and try to hang it.
Every single time. I just want to see that you really take me seriously. I came to this experiment to be loved by genuinely me. And I do believe you love me. I have no doubts in that concern. I guess I'm at the point, I'm like, is he really going to like take it seriously? And things that upset me, he's going to take into consideration. For you, it's silly about the clothes and towels and all that stuff things. For me, that upsets me.
You
Because
don't
I
think I
want
like
someone.
compromise with you when I don't want to?
Mm,
Let's go back to the whole situation that we talked about earlier. When I told you I didn't like the way you handled things, you
With
felt like I
Uche.
was judging you.
Yep.
Like, I don't feel like I can tell you like honestly how I feel a lot because like you are so like emotional, which isn't like a bad thing, but it's like I don't want to feel like, oh my God, Lydia's gonna take this the wrong way. I have to really watch my words.
Yes.
You know?
He has to.
You think because if people do things differently, they're in the wrong.
I never told you you were in the wrong. I never said,
You don't say it, but you act like it.
Lydia, I wasn't judging you, but like, yeah, like I didn't 100% like the way you handled that situation at all. That's the truth. Like,
That's all he's saying.
hope it is-
He just didn't like how she handled the situation with Uche at the party with everyone else. You storming off and you shouting and popping off at the mouth. Like, he just didn't like that. That's not a good look for you guys as a unit, right? And it wasn't good representation. That's all he's saying. He just didn't like it. And he's not coming at you in this moment and saying, oh, you shouldn't have, da, 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 da. He's just saying, listen, I didn't like it. Calmly, I just didn't like how you did that.
I hurt your feelings. I'm not judging you. I didn't like it. I would have handled it differently. you upset at me?
Of course she is.
This is the first time that you said I didn't like the way you handle things.
And she doesn't like that. And she doesn't like that. She needs to be able to control Milton at all times. See, when he now starts to speak up and say how he really feels, it's a problem.
I'm sorry.
And that
You shouldn't have to
conveys
say
to
you're
the,
sorry.
Oh, I prefer someone more level-headed. And I'm so damn proud of how I handled that situation because I was not going to sit there and let him speak the shit that he was speaking. And then I just have
to
to...
leave. Like,
That's what I did.
No,
Twice.
See, you don't leave twice. Like,
No.
when you leave, you're gone.
You were never
that's
nowhere
it.
to be found.
If I ran
Once.
into anybody in my past and they started popping off and we had a situation, dude, I don't do that. I know it's not easy to like be able to like control your emotions like I do.
Oh my God, I hate that. I hate it. It's like, you don't control your emotions, Lydia. You don't react the way that you do. Like, what the hell? Like,
You don't.
Of course it's going to affect me. I wasted so much of my precious time on someone who did not deserve it.
Who cares?
Of course I was going to be
Why
upset.
are you looking back?
I'm sorry that you don't have the emotions and you don't react the way the same I do.
You think I don't have emotions?
Now, my answer to that is that Milton's ability to express emotions is very repressed and reserved, right? So in their family dynamic, they have been taught to be very, very, low key, kind of take a step back. You can see that with his dad, but really and truly, you saw that more with his mom and his sister in the previous episode. And so their whole approach is we don't get overreactive to things. We think through things clearly. That's why we're all successful in our own rights. That's why we've come this far as a family and we have what we have. And so this relationship challenges Lydia to her core, right? She thought this was something where she could be able to control. Oh, he's younger. Okay, cool, whatever, right? I couldn't get my first pick. I'll just go my second pick. Plus he's younger. I can be able to have my way in this particular relationship and marry him. And, I can be and do whatever I want and say whatever I want, because that's how I've been. But he is someone where you can't get a rise out of him. And she thrives off of being able to get a rise out of other people around her, such as in the conversation with her and Uche. That's why Uche ultimately lost that argument, because he started to rise up and started to shout a little bit, and she just fed off that energy. What did she do? She left, went to everybody else, and started to raise her voice. And then she got the support of everyone around her because they don't have proper context between the real conversation and the real truth that she and Uche were discussing. That's why you have to keep a calm composure, and this is why her relationship with Milton really challenges her.
Instead of understanding where I'm coming from, you're like, who cares? Why would you do that? And that's not being judged?
Lydia, if I was judging you for that situation, I would have left.
Straight
I
up.
wouldn't be here right now with you today.
He's telling you straight up.
But I should be allowed
If I was judging you, I wouldn't waste time. I just would go. I'm done.
be honest with you.
And you don't have to agree with the terms that I have. You just have to support me.
Did I not support you?
You did. But now what I'm hearing is it's like having a finger down, like you should have done better.
I'm not pointing a finger at you. The same way you're getting about like picking up my towel when I get out the shower, I'm not like, oh my God, she's judging me for every little thing. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like I'm listening to you, but I feel like you don't listen to me. Like when I like notice something, it's like you automatically go into defense.
Yep.
Probably not gonna be bad.
Listen to the brother. All she did was fold up her arms and look at him. He's like, oh gosh, I know this is about to be bad. You shouldn't have to be feeling like that in your relationship when you only engage, bro. You're a couple days away from getting married. You don't have to go through this, because this is already the setup for what the rest of your life is going to look like with this particular person. The fact you go, oh man, here we go. You know what this is about to be.
I don't listen to you.
No, you don't. Not when I like give you like encouragement about something.
Like, I'm here in
only
X and
everything I
Y,
do is like look out for you. It's a nice date. We're here. Like, why do we have to argue?
We're not arguing. We're having a disagreement. There's a difference.
No, you guys are arguing. You're arguing.
Okay, argument or disagreement. Like, I hate having them. Like,
Do you think I like them?
I don't know.
Then you don't know me.
I know that I don't always feel super comfortable telling you how I feel about certain things. You know, when people disrespect me, understand in life that like you're gonna get disrespected, and it's not really about like protecting your respect. It's all about the next steps after. Somebody disrespects me, I show them who I am based on my actions, not on what I tell them, not how I yell at them, not about how emotional I get. When you're acting emotional, where does that get us? You know, where does that get you in life? If somebody disrespects,
It's gotta be what I'm in today. It has gotta be where I'm today.
Yeah, exactly. It has gotten you to where you are today, Lydia. It has. That's the point he's trying to make.
what I'm saying is we handle things very differently.
And that's okay. We're two individual people, and we have race
What happens when we
really
have
different.
kids? I want to teach my kids to like learn that it's gonna like be bad sometimes, be rough. But I don't want them to ever give anyone that privilege of like letting them know like if we've had that same situation with my ex, I just think we handle things very differently. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, where you want to go to talk to her about some stuff? That's how where you
Yeah,
go?
but if I go talk to her, I'm not gonna cuss her out. I'm not gonna fight with her. I'm not gonna scream with her. If she acts belligerent, I leave and I say like, hey, I'm done. I don't like leave.
Did I cuss to Uche? I did not cuss at him.
I don't cry or say you're a piece of like.
I didn't say that to his face. I was like trying to convey that to you and explain how I was feeling in that moment. And by the way, he is.
Thank you.
Because I
for
see
telling me
he's
from the
like,
millionth time.
I'm not,
All Milton said was, "Thank you for telling me that for the millionth time."
no. I am, I need a minute.
She
I need
was
a minute.
looking. Look at her. Look at this. She was looking for a reason to walk away. She was looking for a reason. And here's the brilliance in what happens next. She was looking for a reason to walk away. So now what this is supposed to do is I walk away and I'm in the corner and crying. Milton simply just sits there. Shout out to the chalice. You guys realize what was supposed to happen there, right? She's already used to getting her way in relationships where she gets super emotional, she gets loud, and she walks away and the guy's supposed to chase her. But she can't do that with somebody like Milton, who's been raised by his family to be able to control his emotions. So she's supposed to thrive off of you now coming to chase her. And you come, oh baby, what's wrong? Oh, what happened? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was wrong. And she never is held accountable for the fact that she handled that situation wrong with Uche. And he's just trying to say, hey, listen, I didn't appreciate the way you handled that. But trying to bring that up to her is an issue. So now she's forced to come back to the table and sit down because he didn't chase after her. And he literally just sits there like, okay, we're going to do it like this. All right? And that's why this relationship challenges her. Because she can't pop off the way she wants to and get her way. Even though he's younger, she thought it would be a husband-son relationship.
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
And he still takes accountability. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. I acknowledge I hurt your feelings with that. But I'm not going to chase behind you.
I'm sorry that I don't abide by your expectations.
I'm sorry that I don't abide by your expectations. A not apology. Now, you guys tell me something. Tell me something. What kind of person who is also wrong in the conversation where the other person comes and apologizes, she just comes back and says, I'm sorry, I just don't abide by your expectations. Is that someone who seems like they're interested in having a resolution or they're interested in being right?
I would never put expectations on you.
It sounds like you did.
All I wanted to tell you was like an example of like a time that I didn't feel like comfortable, which is my own fault.
Do you think that I feel comfortable? Do you feel that I feel comfortable being called a crazy stalker?
Of course not.
You're saying that you didn't put an expectation on me, but yet again, you're pointing fingers at how I handled that particular situation.
What's wrong with having an expectation to handle a situation a certain way? I don't understand it. We're supposed to be grown adults. If he has an expectation for you to be able to respond a little bit more calmly or to walk away from a very, very bad, argument with Uche, what's wrong with having that expectation? Should I just say, oh no, just do whatever you want to do? What?
Why does it even matter? You went ahead and did whatever you wanted to do. And I'm sorry that I've done things that you don't like.
I'm sorry that I've done things that you don't like. Another non-apology. Bro, get out while you can, bro. Get out.
But that's me. This is me.
But that's me. This is me. Take me as I am.
I feel a lot.
I ain't changing.
I am passionate. I'm emotional. God forbid if what my mind doesn't say, my face doesn't say. And I want to stand by you to support you on any decision that you want to do.
Wow, bro.
But I need you to understand me. This is not how I thought this night was gonna go.
He's just eating his pasta.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's a thorn in my side.
You got this, right?
Will it fade over time?
No response. Oh my gosh. We got this, right? No response. Because Milton is a guy who's calculated. He's calculated. That's what's going on. He's not going to say immediately what his decision is. He's someone who deals with, I think he's like an engineer or some sort of very, very mentally strenuous career he's in. And he's very successful at it. And this is someone who's used to thinking clearly and managing his emotions within that as well. So he's methodically looking at, okay, Uche said this, and this. Lydia said this, and this. Now I'm just calmly talking to her about it, and she's carrying on in this kind of way. She still seems like she has feelings for Uche, but she doesn't want me to confront her about the possibility of her having feelings for Uche. My brother, I don't know what's gonna happen with these two in the next episode when it drops, because honestly, this could go either way between them two. It's just such an unhealthy dynamic, and I really hope that he does not get locked down into a situation with someone where he's going to be in a marriage where it's a husband-son marriage, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm bashing or getting on her, just right. He also has a lot of things that he needs to heal from. He is looking for affirmation that he's a man, an affirmation that he's mature. That's why he constantly asks her to affirm him in his maturity, which is an unhealthy thing. You should come into a relationship already secure with who you are. And she comes in with the broken pieces of her as well that are very evident and on display. So I don't know what you guys think, man, but I don't think this one is gonna play out the way we think it's gonna play. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Like, do you think I got it wrong? You think it's really Uche's fault, maybe, or really maybe just kind of Milton? He's kind of egging her on and causing her to pop off, or is it really Lydia? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, guys. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Until next time, peace.